Hi guys, today I have something real special for you. I've created a tool that helps me to explain the strategies behind my wire attacks and all the complex steps that I'm preparing in my wire attacks and to visualize those for you. And it's not only helping me to visualize and explain those steps to you, it actually helps me to plan them. And for that tool, I've also created a special playlist. It's called War Academy, and the videos will also have a small icon on top of them that I've actually used the tool for. And those are the most difficult and most interesting war attacks that I've made. And let's jump into explaining what this tool actually is about. And first element that this new tool has is a perfect war creed. And the perfect war creed, it visualizes all the tiny units that the enemy base consists of. So you can see exactly how many different units, different buildings are accounting for. And with this perfect war creed, I can very easily visualize the ranges of all different defensive units, defensive buildings, and all my different tactics, and so on and so forth. So I can see exactly what I can reach and what I cannot reach with my different steps. For example, sabotage. It's a small tactic, small range tactics. The range is actually 2. So with this perfect war creed, I can easily see what are the perfect locations for using my tactics. So for example, with this sabotage, I can reach the tank depot, air defense, enemy town center, as well as the mortar. But without this war creed, I wouldn't be able to identify the perfect location of this sabotage. And not only that, you can see this war creed also has interesting 4 long lines on top of it, and these are the ones I'm talking about. So these lines, what they actually are showing us is that the airspace of all the maps is actually divided into 4 perfect areas, triangles. So whenever I attack anything in this triangle, for example, then the air units will approach from this side. Whatever I click here in this triangle, then the air units will approach here. And this is very relevant, extremely relevant to know when you're planning your war attacks, how to support the attack with your air units. On top of that, you can see different enemy defensive structures and their exact ranges. So when you are planning your attack, you know that when do you need to disable the most important defensive buildings. Let's remove the mortar's range and sabotage. And for example, count ties. See the range of this bad boy. And this is one of the strongest enemy units that will spawn. So this also helps you understand that this guy actually has almost the full map range. The range of ties is 22, while the whole map from one end to the other is 42. So the diameter of the ties is actually 44. So you can easily cover almost the full map of enemy base. And most importantly, luckily this ties will go away, so you don't need to worry about that in a couple of days. But the town center range, and look what this is. So, for example, this enemy also has the Forbidden City. So what I visualized here is for this town center Forbidden City buildings, I made this yellow rounded rectangle. So basically, whenever if I want to hit the Forbidden City or the town center, I need to rally my troops somewhere inside this yellow corners or yellow area. So for example here, or if I want to hit the Forbidden City, maybe here on the road, then I can just reach it. And you can see, for example, this guy, he has placed his defense, his Forbidden City and town center basically in perfect distance from each other, because you can see just barely there's not a single place where I could rally my troops and hit both town center and Forbidden City in the same rally, because they're just missing each other. If the Forbidden City would be one unit on the top side, here on the side of the embassy, then there would be an area where I could rally my troops. But it is placed very well, so there is no joint area. On top of that, what you can see here on this visualization is basically the yellow area is where I can reach the town center, but the white area, this is the range of the town center. The town center range is 8, and it starts to count from the middle of the town center. And because the town center is so big building, I only need to reach the outer layer of the town center. So actually, this town center has areas where I can actually have my troops without spawning enemy units from the town center. For example, you can see this place here. If I rally my officers here next to this anti-tank gun, I can actually reach the town center just barely, and not spawn by not spawning the defensive units. Yeah, actually, I need to demolish the anti-tank gun first, then I can rally there. But anyways, this is actually good to know, because identifying those perfect rally locations. So if I take away the hunter, what I can show you also is, for example, now planning my attack. If I choose to drop my troops, for example, here, what is the perfect rally location? So the perfect rally location was in between this bunker and the air defense building to reach the Forbidden City. And why is it a good location? Because in this rally location, I can reach the Forbidden City, I can reach the fort, and I can reach the mortar. So taking all these relevant buildings down, and of course the bunker itself. So it's a very nice rally location. Only problem is that the town center will not be reached. But luckily, with the new banners development, you have 15 extra seconds, so that would help me, for example, to have the second rally on the town center, against the town center. And for example, this is one of the options of the second rally. So, for example, in this location, I can reach easily the bunker, the town center, and all the other relevant buildings that are in the range. And it's very good to know also that, for example, this mortar here on the back of the count ice, this is just barely out of range, so it cannot reach all of my defensive units that would clump up in this place. So stay tuned. You will see some nice war packs prepared just with this tool, and probably this tool has given me the confidence of taking down some of the max defense enemies like 198 level and so on. And also, for example, this guy I took down with this tool. Thanks a lot, and I will also upload quite soon a guide using this Wargrid and the Airspace to explain how the air units are actually approaching different buildings to help you to develop the perfect perfect air superiority against your enemies. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Bye.